Hello there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and a new card making video. Today I am taking a close-up look at the new Spellbinders Large Die of the Month for September 2022. It is the Thankful Tractor die set. Look at all the dies in this set. Oh my word. It makes the cutest little tractor and a little trailer behind it. So let's take a look at these dies. I'm going to die cut the base of the trailer today from a gel press print. This is actually where I cleaned my brayer off. It has some texture from green paint and it's so cool. Okay, there are three dies that look kind of like this in different sizes. These are going to make the wheels, and the smallest one you're going to want to die cut two. There are also these pieces that are like the hubcaps, and the smallest one you're gonna want two, and that's going to be for the little trailer behind the tractor. Here are all the dies and what all the pieces look like when you die cut them out, and you can see you're going to paper piece these together to build your tractor, your little trailer, and your vegetables. So we're going to put these together right now so you can see just exactly what they do. Now, this little weird piece is actually for building your trailer that goes behind the tractor. There's some connecting pieces and detail pieces in that die that has a bunch of little things in it. There's little signs. There are vegetables, a gourd, a pumpkin, and an ear of corn. The corn is so very cool with all the layers. And there's also some flowers and leaves you can use to accentuate things. So a very fun die set. First, we're going to look at the tractor. I'm going to glue the wheels on first. The largest of the three wheels goes in the back of the tractor, and then the smaller, or the medium actually, the medium size wheel goes in the front. So I die cut those from black, so they're the like black part of the tire, and then you have the hubcap piece that goes there in the center, and there you can see there's a large one and a medium one. And they have those little holes in them for detail, which I love all the detail that Spellbinders puts into their dies. Like, look at all the detailing on the tractor. Very cool. Then we have these little smaller circles that are going in the center of the wheel. Now there is this like straight piece, and it kind of helps build the frame for the cab of the tractor. Now, if you look at your packaging when you get your die, it's going to give you like an example of how to put this together. Mine is slightly different than the packaging, so make sure you take a look at that. But I put that like frame in, and then I added the little seat, and now I'm adding the steering wheel, and then there's like a piece that will create a smokestack, and I'll put that on in a minute. But I decided to add the, are these hubcaps? Is that what they are? No. Fenders? Wheel fenders. We're going with that. I put those on. And then there's the little smokestack. I also put mine in a different place and kind of upside down than the packaging shows. But, you know, do it how you want. Customize your tractor. Okay, so here's that weird piece that's actually how we're going to put together the trailer. So when I glued the top piece on, I left a little bit of that frame showing. That's like, you know, like it's wrought iron or something. And then I put the bottom one on, and then the middle of these little wood planks. And the wood planks are great because they cut out all three planks at once. One pass with the die. Thank you so much. I love that. So these are the wheels you want to cut two of, the hubcaps you want to cut two of, and then these little circles, the die actually cuts four for you at once. So enough for the tractor and the trailer. Then there's the hitch that's going to connect the trailer to the tractor, and then you can add one of the signs to it if you like, and I chose Happy Fall, also from some silver paper like I chose for the wheels. And there you can see the two together. Oh my gosh, is it so cute? I love it. Okay, so the corn, I die cut the base of the corn from a darker yellow and the top from a lighter yellow, and then you even have like the husk of the corn. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I put this behind the corn, and I think I would die cut a second one and put it on the other side to complete the look. Now there are two stem dies. One of them cuts the stem for the gourd and a stem for the pumpkin. The other one cuts the stem with the little curly thing on it, and you can paper piece those two together so you have a green curly Q, a brown stem, but you know, play with it. use it however you like. There's a larger flower and a smaller flower, and also centers for them, and then leaves to go with those as well, which I didn't show you. There's nothing to put together with the leaves, but they go with the flowers. Okay, moving on to my pumpkin with its cute little stem. I decided to do a little bit of ink blending on the edges, and I cut out 5 pumpkins, 5 stems for this project, and I'm adding a little bit of ink to the edges of all of them. And then I thought they would look really fun with some splatter, so I brought out some Distress Oxide, and I'm pressing that down onto an acrylic sheet, wetting that with a little spritz of water, and then I have this scraggly paintbrush, and I just drag it on the edge of that window sheet, and it creates a really fine splatter. And I also did some splattering with ground espresso, so 2 different colors, and I love splatter, but I love, like, it kind of gives the pumpkins a little bit of texture, makes them look a little bit more organic. And you can see one of those stems, I actually put them backwards, so I had a stem going the opposite direction. Now I have this layered moon stencil, also from Spellbinders, and it has a mask in it as well. I'm going to use that to create my scene. I decided I want a scene that was maybe at the pumpkin patch. I know when my girls were little, which doesn't seem that long ago, but they're now both in high school, we would go to a pumpkin patch, ride on a little tractor, and sit in the back on the hay bales and collect pumpkins. And it's such a fond memory. I loved doing it. And so this is kind of like at night when the pumpkin patch is closed, but the tractor is full of pumpkins, and it's kind of a Halloween night. So that's the scene I'm setting here, and I thought I would make a really fun sky with some Villainous Potion and Wilted Violet and mask off that moon. So I just had to go back and forth between my colors, really blending those purples together and kind of creating a highlight around the moon itself. And I just had so much fun doing this because making backgrounds is definitely one of my favorite parts of card making. How about you? Do you like making your own backgrounds? Do you like making cards that are a scene? I mean, you could totally use this die set without creating a scene whatsoever, but it's just kind of fun to me, and I am really into making Halloween cards right now, and I thought this set obviously lends itself to something fall related, and I thought doing something that wasn't necessarily fall could just be a little bit fun. So I added a little black soot to the edge, and then just went back and forth with my colors till I got what I liked, and then I went ahead and spritzed that with water, so I would get kind of a starry sky, and oh my gosh, it's so amazing. Look at that. Okay, the splatter just makes my day every time. So let's add some stars with some Picket Fence Distress paint. I have a little bit bigger brush for my spotter on this one. And again, you can see I'm just dragging it on the edge and directing it towards my paper. And of course, I'm using a splatter box, but you know, I still could splatter in all kinds of crazy places. So now I have my moon mask to reveal. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It's so cool. But I thought it would be really fun to add some detail to the moon with some really light gray ink and just blend that on with a light hand. So it just gives a little bit of detail. Now I realize, like, I feel like my moon looks upside down. That little like divot in the moon, crater, I feel like it should be at the top. So if you feel like my moon's upside down, I'm just having one of those days. So I'll finish this off with a little more ink blending. There's even one more layer to the moon, but I wanted to keep it fairly simple, so I left that layer off. And I actually used the full circle opening and went around the edges of it too, just to soften up the white stark edge. So there's my background. I just love that. Like, I would put Happy Halloween right on that and be totally happy with my card. But I pulled out this really old large die of the month. It was one that created a pivot on your card, really cool die, but it had the grass. And so I wanted this straight piece of grass to be the ground for my card. So I laid that out where I wanted it, and I decided I wanted the tractor and the trailer to have its wheels kind of behind the grass for a fun look. So once I figured out where I wanted that, then I committed with the glue, but didn't glue down the part of just only the wheels. That's what I'm trying to say, because I want to tuck the pumpkins in there. So I just glued those down for a giant stack of pumpkins in all different colors, and then added my tractor as well. And then the grass can go on, but I thought it'd be fun to have the grass popped up. So I just brought in a foam strip. It's almost as wide as my card. This card, when finished, is actually 6 by 6 inches. So this is 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, my front of my card here. So there, the grass is stuck on, and I think it is such a fun little scene, but it needed something. So I decided to pull out another oldie but goodie from Spellbinders, this Halloween hot foil set, and I think it's Batty for You. And I am hot foiling Happy Halloween with silver foil on black paper. If you're not familiar with hot foiling or you want to know more about hot foiling, I have an entire playlist for you because I love to do glimmer hot foiling. So I will have that linked for you at the very end of this video, and you can check that out. Plus, I will have a video in a couple days on hot foiling with the hot foil kit of the month for September. So I'm gluing a die in place from another glimmer hot foil set. I just love that skinny little die with the banner ends, and I'm going to attach that right over my moon, and I'll just trim off the little excess end there, and I'll attach that to my 6 by 6 card in black. I love a black card for Halloween. You can always put an insert on the inside or write on the inside with a gel pen. Time for a little embellishment. I have some Boo Crew clay embellishments. These are from Trinity Stamps, and they have little clay bats. So I thought it was like the perfect addition to this to just have a little touch of Halloween besides the pumpkins and the bright fun colors. So that is my card for today. I really enjoy the large die of the month. Every month I am always amazed at all the detail that Spellbinders puts into it. Like the little lines and the pumpkins, the wood planks have embossing in them. It's just so cool. So that is the large die of the month for September 2022 from Spellbinders Thankful Tractor. I will have more videos for you very soon, so stay tuned or feel free to subscribe. Check out the links below if you're interested in any of these products, and I will see you very soon. Happy stamping! Bye!